One thing that's meant to protect firefighters could be slowly killing them. Chemicals used to create the fabrics stitched into the suits firefighters wear every day can be harmful and are linked to 6 major types of occupational cancers. A Queen City News reporter Daniel Pierce is live in Concord tonight, where firefighters, Daniel, are now trying to find another option for their gear. What can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you that the alternatives that are being explored nationally right now, the science and the technology just isn't there to find good, healthful alternatives that are going to be able to protect firefighters. So right now, like here in Concord, they're trying to find workaround and alternatives, knowing good and well that this right here is not necessarily the long-term solution they're hoping for.
This is an inner layer that is really more for thermal protection. And then we have another layer, which is just air between the two, that actually creates a buffer, and that will actually keep a lot of the heat off of you as well.
These 3 layers are what keep every man and woman underneath safe for every call. But research has found the oils used on the outside layer of a bunker suit can create the biggest risk for most firefighters.
Makes it less flammable, which for us is really good, but on the flip side, there's some harm that comes with that.
The CDC found firefighters are 14% more likely to develop cancer than other professions. Researchers believe the chemicals, which make materials less flammable, can cause skin, liver, and kidney cancer, to name a few.
There's not a fireman out there right now that doesn't know another fireman that has been diagnosed recently with cancer and is not, or possibly even going through it at this time.
Concord Fire Battalion Chief Wallace has responded to fire calls for more than 2 decades. It wasn't until a few years ago that the department began to take extreme measures to limit exposure to those forever chemicals, a label created because of how hard it is to get rid of them.
We'll hose each other off as good as possible after an event where we might have been exposed. And our goal is to not stay in the gear any longer than we have to.
Putting each set of gear through these decontamination machines, which takes hours. A cycle guaranteed to change with new research as Chief Wallace and his crews wait for an ultimate solution.
On one hand, it's great. On the other hand, it is so problematic just trying to figure out what's coming around the next corner. We ain't even finished dealing with this issue yet. At the end of the day, we still got a job to do, and that job hadn't changed.
Chief Wallace did make a note to tell me that he does know individuals that have passed away from cancer within the fire community this year already. Now, there are all lawsuits filed across the nation and even here in the state against those companies that make the material that has been found to have those potentially cancer-causing chemicals in them. I did ask Concord Fire Department if they are involved in any of those lawsuits, and they were not ready to comment on it. Live in Concord, Daniel Pierce, Queen City News.